Highway horror in Colorado. A torrential downpour sparks flash flooding, sweeping cars off the road. Look at this videotape. Some getting stuck in the mud. One of those cars belongs to a video editor with Colorado Springs, the Gazette newspaper, who recorded the whole thing. He says he looked down for a minute, and when he glanced back up, a giant black wave of mud slamming into his car, washing him down the highway and trapping him for about half an hour. He finally managed to climb out of the window and jump to solid ground. Remarkably, no reports of injuries. My next guest is John Schroyer, who was inside that car and shot the video. John, first of all, explain why you were even there in the first place.
Misplaced sense of duty, I suppose.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm a reporter. We heard that there was a flash flood warning up by the Waldo Canyon burn scar, which is the reason there was a flash flood is that a year ago there was this really horrible wildfire up in the foothills to the west of Colorado Springs, and that's why there was this big flash flood, is because the wildfire burned off all this vegetation. And so any time now, basically, that it rains hard at all, we just get these huge flash floods. This happened a week ago.
Yeah.
And we got word that there was going to be a flash flood.
So you basically drove into danger to get the story. It's a pretty aggressive thing to do and inherently dangerous. Did you, was there a point in time you thought, we're not going to make it out of this?
I, to be honest, didn't really have a lot of time to think. It happened so incredibly fast that it was just really surreal. And looking back, it's kind of amusing, just because I was even when my car was like swept off the side of the road, I was still like trying to steer and like slamming on the brake as though that was going to help anything.
Right.
And obviously, in retrospect, no, that wasn't going to do anything. But it was just a kind of sense of automation, almost,
Yeah.
But
how did you get out of it?
Well, after probably a few hundred feet of being swept down the road, my car came to a stop somehow, luckily, and sat there for probably half an hour while the floodwaters just kept pouring down on either side of my car. And finally, I just got tired of sitting there and climbed up out the driver's side window of my car, up onto the roof of my car, and jumped across the water onto the on-ramp of the highway, which is what I was just off the side of.
Incredible video. Real quickly, because I'm out of time, John, but no injuries, nobody died?
Not that I've heard of, no.
Okay, John Schroyer, incredible videotape. Dangerous situation, obviously. Thanks very much for being with us. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.